Well, morning. You meet us on another morning here. We're at the main restaurant again today at Riu Touareg. Yeah, I'll get in there. I'll get in the name. Anyway, we're going to be doing a breakfast for you today. I want to show you a good old full English, and we'll have a look around at what else there is for you if you're stopping here and having a bit of breakfast. Anyway, I will catch you in a couple of seconds. Will I just load up with the goods? And yeah, catch me back here. Okay, so let's have a little run through. So I've gone through the full kind of English, and got a nice hot coffee this morning as well. So I'll turn the camera around, then we'll have a bit of a natter on what's available or what's not available. Again, like the main restaurant, I'm not going to overly, because of the amount of people as well, I'm not going to overly go around videoing all the different sections of different foods that you got here. You come and have a look yourself, but I will, I'll have a little natter through, and I'll let you know what there is. So, just to show you, we have scrambled egg, but there is numerous different kinds of scrambled egg you can get. We've got the tomato, mushrooms, sausages, some bacon, and the beans. I will have a little discussion about the baked beans in a bit, but we'll just try these and we'll let you know. But that is the full English. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So bacon. Now, they do kind of do two different trays here, so there's stuff not done sort of cooked as well, and then there's stuff that's done quite rigid like this one. Obviously I normally do like it softer than that, but I thought the after this morning we'll try some of the full hard stuff. That is quite hard. Crunchy, but it is nice. It's not massively thick cut. I'm saying massively, there's a word. But yeah, but it just tastes okay. Sausages, you can see. Look at that. Kind of usual thing that you'd get on the restaurants, you know, when you're travelling. It's that kind of sausage, so it's not like an English full-on pork sort of sausage. And we move on to, we've got the mushrooms. Now, obviously a bit different to the main restaurant of what we had last night. As you can see, these are perhaps more the tin kind of ones. But okay. Then we've got the scrambled eggs. See that on there? Now I just normally go for sort of standard kind of scrambled eggs, but just for note that they do the ones with the mixture of like bits of ham in, I think some with vegetable bits in. There's lots and lots of different ones, and different omelettes, and Spanish omelettes and all that kind of thing as well. So you've got a choice. There is fried eggs. Some are well done and some are easy, but like I said, you got a pretty good choice there. So let's try that. Yeah, that's quite nice. I did also pick up one of the tomatoes, so hopefully we'll do this without this dripping everywhere. So also just took one of the outsides off there. So that's that one. I won't shove that in my mouth while you're watching. And the standard kind of baked beans as well. Now, the only issue I have, and I think I had this at one of the other ones, is the beans can tend to be, they're not right hard, but they're more firm, if I can put it that way, the beans. But most of all I find, especially when you go up for breakfast, they seem to be a bit more juice than the hard beans. So maybe just how it is, but it's they do taste okay. But like I said, when you're scooping, you will find there's a bit more juice. Anyway, I will finish this off and I will catch you in a bit. So, while I'm finishing off the old breakfast, let's have a chat and discussion about breakfast time at the main restaurant at Riu Touareg. Thank you. Okay, well, obviously you have the main breakfast kind of bits, the old English kind of stuff. We do have various bits. There's a whole sections on fruit. There's a whole cereal bar there for you to have whatever you want to pick from there. There did seem a good amount to pick from. Mueslis and other cereals, and there's bits for kids there as well. So, like I said, there's a whole fruit section. Yogurts are all there. There is the cakes and pastries and all that kind of thing. So you're well catered for. Toaster machines, so you can get your bread put in and usual kind of thing. Then the main point I did notice, apart from the juicy beans, is what I did find here, unlike Tenerife, there is no porridge. We can't seem to find any porridge here at all. So what they do here is rice pudding, and then there's a chocolate bit there as well. So we can try and see if we can get a rice pudding in for you. But just to note, if you do come here, I can't find anywhere at the moment any option to have porridge. So if that's your thing, you're going to be out of luck. But like I said, it looks like they've swapped it around with rice pudding. Anyway, I will try and finish it off. And obviously, just like Riu Tenerife, you get the old option for the coffee as you enter the table. They'll come and welcome you and get you pot of hot coffee. Oh, that little coffee shot in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this bacon, and then I'll see if we'll have a second Hellman's or not. Anyway, I will catch you in a bit. Okay, so round two of the breakfast. Now, give you a little update. Obviously, we've got all different juices as well. So you can either get some juice out of the machine, or there's a whole section with all the different jugs and that kind of thing. So there's all different juices. Forgot to tell you, there is a whole meat selection counter there and a salad selection counter if that's your thing for breakfast. Unfortunately, I'm too fat and English to have all that, so I will have what we normally have on the breakfast. But yeah, although I did have to walk by the pastry bits and see some of the cream cakes and that I have there. As much as I perhaps overdo it on the breakfast, I think having cakes and donuts may overdo it. Anyway, I will finish my round two. No, you don't normally have a round two for breakfast, but we're on holiday, so let's have it anyway. Oh, that's lovely. Anyway, let me and as it's just been handed to me, a champagne breakfast. Right. Oh, yes. Anyway, one more thing. They do these little chip fry kind of things. I'm sure that's really good for you. Just what the doctor recommended. You wouldn't like it, so don't come here. Honestly, don't come here. Anyway, I'm going to finish this section off before I go and waddle over to the pool, and we'll do a bit of a summing up at the pool. Now that we're home, I just realised doing my video editing that I didn't do the summing up at the pool as promised about the breakfast. So I'll just kind of do a quick wrap up there. Yeah, there's lots of choices, lots of different bits you can have. Usual kind of thing they do on a breakfast at hotels, particularly at Riu anyway. So everything is there that you kind of need. As I pointed out, there is no porridge, which was a bit of a shame because you could get it at Tenerife, but not at Cape Verde. But they do the rice pudding, which, as I found out, was actually a bit more addictive. and it was really nice. So overall, most of the stuff was cooked absolutely fine. Didn't really have an issue with it at all. But like I said, I suppose the only gripe I could possibly do was the beans are a bit juicy. The sauce was quite runny, not as thick as perhaps it should be. Anyway, and they do, like I said, as I did on the video, they do come straight over and give you a coffee and a welcome in the morning. Really nice of them. Anyway, that kind of wraps up the breakfast. Yeah, it's really nice. So as much as it can be, like I said, for that level of kind of hotel and package that we do. So okay, I will catch you in the next one. Do apologise for not doing it at the pool. I don't know how, obviously my mind wandered a bit there. You'll get that age soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give us a like and give us a subscribe if you can, please, on YouTube. Don't cost anything. Anyway, catch you in the next one. I'll see you very soon.